Okay, so starting off this question again. The diagram below shows a block of mass 10 kilograms being pulled up a plane inclined at 40 degrees to the horizontal by a force of 90 newtons acting parallel to the plane. The coefficient of friction between the block and the plane is 0.25. Okay, so here's our diagram. So we're shown there's a 90 degree force acting up. There's a weight force of 10 G acting directly down, which is 100 newtons. We must have a normal reaction acting up, and because we're told that has a coefficient of friction, there must be a frictional force opposing the motion, so we've got friction pointing directly down. So that's part 1, mark all the diagrams that are acting on the block. Part 2, the normal reaction between the block and the plane. So to find the normal reaction, what we've got to do is take this weight force, 10G, and resolve it. So if we have a look at the 10G force, because that's 40, that angle in there would be 50. Because this makes a 90 degree angle, that angle there has to be 40. So we can resolve this weight force using that 40 degree angle. So if we look over here, if we have 10G acting straight down, this is 40 degrees. So this is adjacent, so that's going to be 10G cos 40 or 100 cos 40. This direction here as part of the force, directly down, is going to be 10G sine 40. So we now can put those onto one diagram. So here we go. And we have R acting up, 100 cos 40 acting down, 90 up the plane. The friction, 0.25 times the R, normal reaction. And we have 10G sine 40 acting down, or 100 sine 40. So to find the normal reaction, we set R equals 100 cos 40. So we get R to be 76.6. Okay, we then move on to find the magnitude of the force due to friction. Okay, so it's equal to mu R, which is 0.25 times R. So 0.25 times R is 0.25 times 76.6, 19.2 newtons. Okay, last but not least then we've got to work out the acceleration of the block. So the block is moving up the slope. So what we've got to do is say, okay, the resultant force up the slope must be 90. Take away the friction force, take away 10G sine 40, equals mass times acceleration. Resultant equals mass times acceleration. So we have 90 force minus the friction force, the friction force 19.2, minus that partial of the weight force, which is 100 sine 40, equals mass 10 times acceleration. So dividing by 10 gives us the acceleration, and type that onto your calculator and you should get, just to say again, resultant force 90, take away the weight friction force, take away the resolved part of the weight force, equals mass 10 times acceleration. So to get the acceleration we need to divide that by 10, and you do that in your calculator and you get 0.657.